Top story this half hour is capping civil damages. Now, juries can award millions of dollars for pain and suffering, but in Minnesota, statutes limit the payout by public institutions.
I got hit by a bus, and I'm still going through this, and I never wanted to go through it at all. I wanted this to be over, but to claim that there's no fault is something beyond me, and I don't understand it.
Yeah, video here as a man is struck by a bus in a Minneapolis crosswalk and then dragged underneath. Somehow, he survived and is now suing Metro Transit because of his injuries. Now, another victim recently won a $4 million verdict after he was run over by a bus.
But Fox 9 investigator Paul Bloom tells us Metro Transit will only have to pay a fraction of that amount.
On a motorized skateboard in the crosswalk, Bradley LeGrid is certain he had the walk signal when he tried crossing Lake Street here at Hennepin Avenue in February 2024.
I remember feeling something, and then I put my hands up, and then I looked, and it was the bus right next to me.
As the bus turned left, LeGrid was run over and dragged down the block.
It's terrifying, honestly. I feel like it's mortifying for anybody to see something like that.
And very clearly, he did not slow down, didn't stop, didn't try to avoid the impact at all, just barrels over Brad and keeps going.
I had fractures in pretty much every bone, even including my vertebrae in my spine, but my spinal cord was undamaged. But I shattered both my femurs, my pelvis was split in half, and it's just changed my life drastically.
LeGrid is now suing Metro Transit and its driver for, quote, negligently driving the bus and then running over him, causing serious injuries.
Bus drivers, our commercial operators, are held to a higher standard of care than the general public because they're operating huge, heavy machinery buses that can cause serious injury to people.
But another recent case shows that Metro Transit is protected by a state law capping damages and wrongful death or injury claims that involve public entities.
If you get hit by a bus, you're going to have bad injuries. If you get hit by a snowplow, you're going to have significant injuries. And these people that get hurt the most get the least. And it doesn't make any sense at the end of the day.
Cole Dixon recently took Metro Transit to trial.
They refused to even accept the slightest ounce of responsibility for this.
His client was attempting to board a bus on a snowy sidewalk when the driver shut the door. You can see here in the video, he slipped and fell while trying to get the driver's attention. The bus then pulled away. The back wheels ran right over him. The man had to have his left leg amputated.
Their whole position was, we didn't do anything wrong, our driver didn't do anything wrong, and that's why we ended up in a courtroom.
Metro Transit tried to pin blame on the victim's extreme drunkenness, but Dixon ultimately won a jury verdict of more than $4 million that included medical expenses and damages. But the agency will pay only a fraction of that amount. They filed this brief stating that the verdict must be amended to just $500,000 as required under this state liability law.
It doesn't matter what the jury says, does it?
Right now, the state of the law is the caps are there, and that's all you'd get.
Retired Judge Kevin Burke explained that the government used to be completely immune from lawsuits. And when that changed in the 1960s, the caps were implemented to fend off a flood of litigation and keep insurance costs in check.
Those who have the most serious injuries don't get fully compensated. So if you had somebody who had $50,000 worth of damages, they get 100%. If they had $5 million and the caps are $1 million, they get 20%.
And is that fair?
That's the argument. It's not fair. And it's not.
I feel like the entire system is pinned against an individual like me. I feel like this is something that is well beyond what the cap is saying.
And with no compensation offer or acceptance of responsibility in LeGrid's crash, he is now preparing for a trial of his own in January. The Met Council had little to say about either case, only telling the Fox 9 investigators that the agency is reviewing the jury's recent findings and that they do not provide any public comments on ongoing legal proceedings. Paul Bloom, Fox 9.
All right.